Sick work, Don Staley. Sick work. Don Staley disrespecting Caitlin Clark, being a pure hater that she is, that she's been showing herself to be over and over and over when it comes to Caitlin Clark. Now she's trying to use Olivia Miles as a pawn. Using Olivia Miles as a pawn to disrespect and come at Caitlin Clark. We've got to get into it, man. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit the bell notification, hype the video. That'd be greatly appreciated. Let's get right into things. So Don Staley, who is a known Caitlin Clark hater, she's jealous. She's been jealous. She can't hide it. Fortunately, hey, at least you don't try to hide it. Don Staley took to social media and wanted to crown and champion Olivia Miles after one head-to-head matchup where the Minnesota Lynx defeated the Indiana Fever. And it's interesting. She's never had anything good to say about Caitlin Clark for the most part. She hasn't said much about Caitlin Clark. She's tried to minimize her. And even after 60-some records broken as a rookie, all the records, Caitlin Clark go for 45 points to double-double. Never been done in WNBA history. Don Staley, crickets, nothing to say. All of a sudden, Don Staley done came from under the rock that she been under. And this is what she had to say. Olivia Miles got me in my house cursing on a Sunday. Lord have mercy. WNBA, I saw a logo change in this app. Use it. And then she proceeds to do this. Here it is. Jesus. And she is trying to say that Olivia Miles should be the logo for the WNBA. All of a sudden, Don Staley is crowning and championing Olivia Miles as the face of the WNBA because she had one good game versus the Indiana Fever. And I love Olivia Miles. She's played excellent as a rookie. She ain't been playing better than Caitlin Clark overall at all. But all of a sudden, Don Staley want to come out and try to say Olivia Miles should be the logo. Was you doing this with Caitlin Clark when she broke 60-some records as a rookie? No, you was trying to make reasons for why she shouldn't be on the Olympic team. Was you doing this when Caitlin Clark just had a 40-point double-double, something that's never been done in the history of the game? Nope. Were you doing this when Caitlin Clark was winning Player of the Month and Player of the Week and Player of the Week over and over again, averaging 29 and 8 on 55%, shooting 48% from three over the last 5 games? Were you doing this? No. Olivia Miles had a beautiful game, 28.6 assists, and now you're saying she should be the logo? The hate for Caitlin Clark is real. They can't hide it. Don Staley is jealous. She's been hating on Caitlin Clark ever since Caitlin Clark erupted and eliminated that undefeated South Carolina team. She's been jealous and hating on Caitlin Clark. It's crazy, man. And now people are reacting to it. Head coach Don Staley on Olivia Miles. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. All of a sudden. Now look at this. The 25-24 team had Olivia and Citron. My goodness. I mean, it's just now Olivia Miles has to be crowned. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I'm not taking away from Olivia. I love Olivia. She's a great player, going to be a great player for a long time. But the fact that Don Staley ran to do this, and she's never said anything. When Caitlin Clark was breaking records left and right, and she still is, Don Staley ain't never did that. And she won't. You know why? Caitlin Clark's white. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real, man. Don Staley, that's nasty work. Chinny Ogwumike and them talking about how the Minnesota Lynx backcourt and Olivia Miles and them are better than Caitlin Clark and them. I mean, it's crazy how this just goes, man. And I already knew if Olivia Miles had a good game and the Minnesota Lynx won, they was going to do this. Caitlin Clark had 19 and 10, and it's a bad game. For anybody else in this league, 19 points, 10 assists is a great game. For Caitlin Clark, it's a bad game. Crazy.
Just how close do you think these two teams stack up?
Well, the Indiana Fever are trying to get to where the Minnesota Lynx have been in the postseason in the mix. And so I think that this was a great learning opportunity for them. You mentioned this might be the case where you say, all right, is the best backcourt in the WNBA in Minnesota? To me, I thought the most explosive at times is Indiana because we've seen Caitlin Clark be capable of a 40 and 10 assist game.
Right.
What did Kelsey Mitchell finish with? 37 or so, but they're still learning. They're still gelling.
What do you mean they still learning and still gelling? The defense is terrible. Stephanie White is supposed to be, y'all up there. Y'all up there. You know what's interesting? I still haven't heard y'all talk about that fan that was assaulted in Seattle, but if it was in Indiana, y'all would have talked about it by now. Really interesting. Y'all exposing yourselves and showing your hands. The defense is terrible. Stephanie White, y'all on that panel said Stephanie White's supposed to be a great defensive coach. Well, what the hell has been going on?
Separator to me was the depth. The complexion of this game changed when Indiana started making substitutions. Minnesota was able to withstand, and you know what helps you withstand? When you get Nafisa Collier back and you get more boosts off the bench. That's the thing that Indiana will have to rely on. Who can keep sustaining their level of play when they have to rest some of their stars? Because
well, that was Stephanie White and Amber Cox. We were saying they dropped the ball in free agency and they didn't get enough. We were saying that.
Otherwise, I said the big three has to stay on the floor because Minnesota just was having their way.
Yeah, and that's the thing that you think about this game, right? If the 5 starters could play the 5 starters the entire time, then maybe you'd be like, okay, Indiana's got a shot, right? Indiana's a true contender, and Indiana is a contender, but I do worry about their depth. I mean, we're watching people from Minnesota come in. Nia Coffey has starter experience. Dorka Juhas was EuroLeague MVP. Maya Caldwell comes in and knows exactly what her role is. So I feel like the role players and players off the bench for Minnesota ended up making a really big difference.
I agree. The Minnesota Lynx as an overall team are better. Overall, from top to bottom, they got more depth. Just like everybody is a threat. Everybody can make a shot. I mean, the Indiana Fever don't have that, but that goes to Stephanie White and Amber Cox and who they decided to bring in. Like, Maisha Hines-Allen gets in a game like once every 3 games. Randomly, Raven Johnson gets in a game. She ain't got in 6 or 7 games. It's just like, I don't really know what they were doing when orchestrating the roster. Like, you got rid of Justine Passat, who's 6'4" and can make shots. You got rid of her. You didn't bring back Chloe Bibby. The Minnesota Lynx just gave Chloe Bibby a real contract. So it's like Indiana Fever don't know what they're doing.
Just to stick with the bench thing, what intrigues me the most about that is we've still got 15 games ago, whatever it is, and Cheryl Reeve back, having Nafisa Collier back allows her to give more attention to her bench. And so I actually think there's even more room for this bench to develop under Reeve now that they have their full complement of players. But I think we talked about this when we put together our little contender recipe, and we've long sort of questioned Indiana's defensive integrity when it gets tight.
Okay, so let me ask you this, and I'm sure the Aces are going to have something to say about this. The Dallas
Indiana Fever defense is trash, but like at the end of the day, Don Staley, you did way too much just now. Like you over here trying to crown Olivia Miles. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on. You know you're doing too much. It's very intentional. You've never done anything like that while Caitlin Clark was absolutely setting this league ablaze. You never did anything like that. All of a sudden, here you go. What says you, man? Get down in the comments. Let me know what you think. This is Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share the channel.